says Ames real big.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. As I had mentioned in a previous video, right next door over at the abandoned Max and Irma's, there was this Wendy's next door that said it was temporarily closed, and I thought I would check it out if I could. Well, I'm over here in the parking lot because even though they got it closed off over here, you could drive in over on that side. And originally, looking at it, I figured they closed it to remodel it to the newer design, the shoebox design that a lot of Wendy's have started to go to. And the thing is, with Wendy's, oftentimes they close an old location like this and build a new one right up the street. When they do close one and renovate the building that they have, it's closed for some time. But this one closed unexpectedly. You know, I didn't know when I was doing the Max and Irma's video what had happened to this Wendy's, and before I even looked it up, I discovered it when I was driving around the building. It caught on fire. The other side of the building has some pretty significant damage to the roof and the wall, and I can see what looks like some considerable damage on the inside there. So from looking it up afterwards, it caught on fire February 6, 2024. It was up in the roof. They noticed inside there was smoke filling up the place. There were no customers inside. Nobody was hurt, thank God. And they got the fire departments here and focused on that one side of the roof. And I couldn't figure out exactly what caused it, but if it's up in the roof, you have to assume it's something electrical. So it has been closed for about 3 weeks now, as when I'm doing this video. And, well, 4 almost now. But figured let's take a look at it because obviously with the damage, they're going to have to do something with it before they reopen it. And if they're going to fix it, they're most likely going to upgrade this place to the newer design that Wendy's does. And if they don't, this place may remain abandoned for who knows how long. Because the other thing is, if they don't put a new building in or renovate the older ones like this, they just close them up sometimes and board them up, and that's it. There's a few of them in the Pittsburgh area that have done that, including one down by Homestead. I think it's in Munhall, as a matter of fact, by the waterfront that did that. And another one up in Lower Borough, PA, that did that as well. No rhyme or reason. They just closed it up, boarded it up, and that was it. Kaput. Gone. So, anyway, let's check this out. You got people coming into the parking lot driving around thinking it's open, too, so. But, anyway, let's take a look at it and see how it looks, see how bad the damage is, and basically save this older style Wendy's for whenever it potentially gets upgraded to the newer and current design. Well, there she is, all burnt up on this side. You see the considerable amount of damage here. I know the tree's blocking the view up there in the roof. And that happened weeks ago, and I can smell that horrible, horrible burnt smell. And not gonna lie, it kind of gives me a little PTSD because where I live, my next door neighbor caught his place on fire last summer. And if you know, you know, it was bad. My place was affected with some smoke damage and stuff, but I was fine. I just had to clean everything like crazy. But it could have been worse, but that smell, that burnt smell that I'm getting right now, it just makes me uncomfortable. So hope you appreciate me doing this video, because it's not exactly the easiest thing for me to do right now. But there's your restaurant. There's where the damage is. Just localized to that area right there. The rest of the restaurant looks fine. I'm sure it stinks like crazy in there though from smoke. This is an older Wendy's, as you can see. They do have some lights on in there. Kind of shocked. Kind of shocked they have any power on. Yeah, like I said, I get an uneasy feeling with that horrid burnt smell. And I mean, unless you've been in a house fire or affected by one, or like say you were just around where one was and you could smell it. You know, it's horrible. There's really a light on in that doorway where the fire was. So maybe it wasn't electrical. Look at that. What? I guess they're security perimeter lights, but wow, they really got a light on in that doorway where the fire was. Well, you got some damage in there, but yeah, I mean, look at this dining room though. Classic, old school. And that's why I'm doing this, because, you know, the newer Wendys, they look considerably different than ones like this. We'll walk around anyway. So, who knows what they'll do with it. Looks like they will open it back up if they have this sign saying temporarily closed for repairs. Free Junior Frosty for a year. Oh, man! And you buy a $3 Frosty key. I want one of those. I don't need one of those, but I get a Junior Frosty all the time. Anyway, let's continue walking around the joint. I like that they put handicap parking all the way down here and put the handicap ramp there. Well, they do got some there too. Okay, all right. That's good. Yeah, this one is so old that it still has the old style drive-through with the menu boards that you turn around to go from breakfast to lunch and dinner. Even this one twists around, it looks like. Breakfast burritos. Oh, those look good. Yeah, this is an older style. Definitely outdated. You want a pretzel baconator? How about the ghost pepper ranch? I've had that, actually. That ghost pepper ranch. I got that about, I don't know, about 6 months ago or something. Whenever they first came out with it. It was hotter than heck. Something like that. It'd been a long time, though. It's all the bread trays. Yeah. I like the mailbox in the driveway there, the drive-through. And then all that damage up on the roof. Looks like they threw a tarp up there. And that's, considering everything, it's not really that bad inside. I mean, I can smell the burnt smell again, and oh, I hate that smell. I hate it. I'm getting nervous, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I can't stand that smell. It just brings back those horrible flashbacks. I'm about 15 feet away from the building too, and that's all I smell out here, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. So I think that's going to be a wrap for me. I can't do it. I can't. Yep, even the sign is old. The old style logo, temporarily closed. And this one even had the older signage that says old-fashioned hamburgers. There's even fewer of these than there are these old design buildings that just say Wendy's on it. To have the full thing with Wendy on there and old-fashioned hamburgers, that's pretty cool. And that breakfast looks really good. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't care if that seems embarrassing at all. I'm just stating the facts. You know, after being involved in that fire with the next door neighbor, you know, just that smell, and how all of my property, all of my items, my clothes, curtains, couch, bed, everything had that horrid burnt smoky smell. And it's not even like a smoky smell from like a fireplace or a campfire or a chimney. No, I mean just when the neighbor's kitchen caught on fire, just whatever it was that was burning, that smell was the worst. And I had to deal with that smell for over a month. I kept battling it over and over in my place. I mean, I had to wash everything, clean everything. It was a nightmare. and it's something I never want to go through again. And all I got was smoke damage from it and a little bit of water damage by my front door. But other than that, everything was fine. The cats were good. I got them out. I got out. Everything was fine. I even slept in my place later that night, but I had fans running, and boy, I was just battling it with air freshener. It was a bad time. And so being able to smell that same burnt smell outside like that, no thank you. So sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed it and you got to see a little bit of this old style Wendy's as it stands now. Guess we'll find out in the near future what happens with it. Guess they're gonna go and repair it. We'll see. They just close locations at random sometimes, and guess they decide to renovate and build new structures and make them completely new. We'll see what happens, but this probably won't be open for a while. They're probably still waiting for insurance to go through, and I'm sure by now the fire marshal's done with his or her investigation, so we'll see. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. I don't really care. Still helps me out either way. So, all right, guys, I'm signing off. Take care and stay awesome. See you next time. Bye-bye.